A premium account on X Twitter is required to create live. Oh no! Okay, remove. Okay, remove. Oh God, are you kidding me? All right.
It looks like you're wearing a sombrero.
I
It
have.
looks like you're wearing a sombrero.
Does it look like I'm wearing a sombrero?
Yeah.
Interesting. I,
Look,
I have. I don't know why they did that for my Twitter. I'm really upset. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on. But in the meantime, tonight, hi everybody, we're live. I don't know what just happened, but who cares, right? There's no bad in the world right now because he's back.
what was that?
I was just a short little, I don't know. He is back. He's back. He's back. It
I can't yell
happened.
that because I think I have liberal neighbors. Well,
Oh,
at
okay.
least one.
Well, they don't know what you mean. Wow. Boy, did we screw ourselves by not going being on last week. We have 4 viewers tonight. Just
Well, we
4.
have five. One of them is my grandma. Hi, grandma. Who I
Hi,
just saw.
Grandma Joe. Hi, Howard. How are you? And the OG Lucille Chavon. Yes, we all are on a Trump high. Okay. And hi, Susan Derema. And hi, Mick 40. Good to have you here. We're great. How are you? Trump 2024. There we go. It happened. It happened. Jen, and I'm going out on a limb. I think that he won because of our show.
100%.
There's no other explanation.
And my bracelet.
And your
My
brace.
MAGA bracelet. Yeah. And the book that I put, the Trump book on my coffee table.
Hiya, Debbie Lebedo. Well, speaking of bracelets, you heard what the libs are doing, right? The lib women are wearing blue bracelets so that they can know each other because they don't want to, deal with anybody else but each other.
Lovely.
The trifecta, actually, and we've got the Supreme Court. So we've got
Let's
more
not
than.
gloat. Let's not gloat. I'm trying not to gloat.
Who's floating? We're floating. Yay, still floating, like Angela says. Hello, Angela. Beer Nut, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, we're not gloating, we're celebrating. We weren't here last week because we figured everybody was going to watch like the major stations. And Jennifer had a watch party and I had a watch party to attend. So it just made sense not
And
to
everyone, Debbie was there. Yeah,
yeah.
everyone was busy.
Yeah, yeah. Our audience was actually with you live, and some of them were with me live down south. But at any rate, so here we are today, and we are celebrating. It's not called gloating; it's called celebrating. So, Donald Trump is my tribal chief. Yeah, indeed, he is. We made it. We certainly did, Ralph. We certainly did. Hello, Christopher. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, and by the way, if any of you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we're missing one to get to 300, the big 300. Not that 300 makes any difference, but I like round even numbers. So, uh, and yeah, we're in the glow. We are Quafecta, Presidency, House, Senate, and Supreme Court. Indeed, indeed. There was something else that I saw the other day, and they were talking about 5 things he won. He won the presidency, but he won the popular vote and the electoral college, and he won the House. Well, we still don't know about the House, and I don't understand these appointments, these House appointments. That's nail biting for me because I know Elise Stefanik deserves a House appointment, but really we should not be losing anybody out of the House.
Yeah.
Our margin is too slim, but they know better than me. So anyway, popular vote, electoral college vote, Senate, most likely House, and Supreme Court. So that's quinfecta for Trump. and for all of us and for America. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say the world, because he's already making positive change.
And everybody's happy. The world seems different.
Yeah. Well, yeah, something does seem awry in the Arizona Senate race. Mick, I would have thought that Kari Lake would have easily won. But here's the thing about the Republican Party in Arizona. They hate Kari Lake. So I'm sure that they worked with Katie Hobbs to make sure she didn't get in.
Yeah.
But Jen, here's the brilliant part. And all of you, have you seen what the Dems are doing? They are crying that the election, something is amiss with the election because of this. You could talk over this, Jen. Do you see this? This is the votes, right? 2012, 2016.
We don't see anything.
You don't see anything?
No.
Oh, wait.
I only see your sombrero.
You only see my sombrero. You don't see that chart. How come that is? Did you see it when we started the show?
No, I just saw you for 1 second, and then the 2 seconds of us started.
Can you see it now?
No.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Oh, of course.
Oh, they see it. Okay, so I don't see it. So.
Well, all right. So then let's go back. Okay. Where are we now? Oh, now I'm a mess. Okay, hold on. So here's the chart. This is the chart, 2012 election, 2016, 2020, 2024. And look at the anomaly in 2020. And you know what the libs are saying? The libs are saying that somehow or another, Kamala Harris lost 15 million votes from Biden. And that isn't possible. And they're all losing their mind on X about the fact that the 2020 election, there were so many more votes cast, and how suddenly Kamala Harris lost those votes. So,
when we had a record number of people coming out to vote.
Yes, when we had a record number of people coming out to vote. So, I am encouraging them to write to their senators and their congressmen about it, because quite frankly, I hope they go on January 6th, and I hope that they want to testify before Congress certifies the vote. And I want them to bring that up, because I, more than anything, want that 2020 election studied. And I want to finally hear that Donald Trump and all of us were right, that the 2020 election was an anomaly of not the good sort. So that's what I do when anybody says that they have a problem with the votes in this election. What do you guys think?
Amazing. Well, I told you in Staten Island, which is Republican borough, and it only happened in Republicans, to Republicans. I know 20 people that went to go vote early and day of, and they were told they already voted. No Dems, and I'm friends with plenty of Dems and Republicans and independents. Nope, only Republican voters.
Yeah.
And they had to sign affidavits. And the only thing I'll say is, I told you, but I think I spoke about this. I had to sign, and I signed my name that was on my license from when I was 16 instead of my new squiggly. And so they said it didn't match, and I signed an affidavit, and it probably got thrown in the trash. But yeah, their votes probably did too, because they said they already voted.
Well,
only Republicans.
It's not surprising. Do you know that the only states that Trump didn't win were the the only states Trump won were the states with voter ID, and the only states he didn't win were the states that didn't have voter ID. So interesting, isn't that? I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I think that instead of Narcan and saving junkies' lives, we should invest in non-driver's IDs for everyone.
Everybody gets
a voting ID with, but it has to be from the DMV, so it can't be duplicated. It has to be able to be scanned from a certain machine that nobody knows what machine it is.
Well, the voter, when you vote, when you have your voter registration, we used to have cards. Yeah, why can't your voter registration card be very similar to your driver's license, where there's a picture of you, so that they know who you are and it's official, and it comes the same way as your driver's license does, with a number, and that's your voter number, and that's it. Why don't we just do that? If the big problem with voter ID is that some people living in some places can't get the information.
Face recognition. They do it to you at the airport now.
Yeah, they do. They do. There's so many ways.
You put your license in, and then it scans your face.
Yeah. Howard likes his picks for the administration so far. I do too. They have 218 seats confirmed. Oh, great! I must have missed it because I was, kind of getting ready for the show. So I was listening to Fox, but I must have not heard. I heard the View all wore black. Yeah, they were like mourning Italian moms, Italian grandmas. They should wear black because they're a freaking mob. They're witches. I thought they called the house. Okay, I'm wrong. And thank you for the information for everybody. Yeah, Go Red is right, Kim. So I saw the chart. Okay, everybody saw the chart. It was only Jennifer that didn't see it. Now I'm behind. Okay, let's see. Clearly, they cheated bigly. Yeah, they did. And, yes, I know, man, this racist, Debbie. Well, clearly counting correctly is not something we want to do anymore. Lara Trump said the RNC had 230K volunteers watching the polls. If they saw anything that looked like ballot tampering, they threatened lawsuits on the spot. And that's why it was safe and secure this time. And, quite frankly, last time it was that bitch. What was her name?
From Georgia?
No, the RNC chair. That was I've erased her name from my brain because I just can't stand her so much. Mitt Romney's niece. Oh God, I'll think of it in a minute. Well, anyway, I begged them for a ballot security team. Begged them. And nothing. She never did it. Ronna McDaniels. That's who I'm talking about. 10,000 Mules. Is that it? It's called 10,000 Mules, not 2,000 Mules. I was telling everybody watch 2,000 Mules. I guess 2,000 Mules is a spray cleaner. Right? Remember that 2,000 Mules spray cleaner? Oh my God! Did you see the map that showed Kamala only one states that do not require? Yes, Mick. Yes, indeed. We have facial recognition, so take a picture already. Yeah, you're right. Hi, Colleen. Thanks for the hat, Colleen. This is compliments of Miss Colleen. And they had attorneys ready in each swing state. They did. Listen, he was undermined before by his cabinet, by the FBI, by the Republican Party. They were going to get rid of him come hell or high water. Now he knows better. And now
and everybody secretly just wanted him back.
Absolutely.
Dems, everyone. Independents, they just wouldn't say it, but they secretly wanted him back. Can you imagine if she was our president? Oh my God.
No, I can't. I couldn't imagine. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
But it's not the case. Hi, Mickey. How you doing? How's mom? Give everybody a kiss. Did Robert De Niro, the fake Italian, leave the USA? He promised he would. No, nobody left. Nobody left because they all know they're going to get richer under Trump. So it was all just bullshit. Kamala would have won those states anyway. Those had large Democrat population cities. Yeah, you're right. But ironically, those are the ones with no voter ID. But even with the no voter ID, Trump increased his margins in those states by sometimes 10 and 20%. 10% or around there.
New York,
the fact that he won that he took 43% in New York is amazing.
No, I thought he did 43% of the Latinos. It wasn't 43% of New York.
He did.
I'm thinking New York City.
No, he took 43% in New York, 36% in New York City. And he did take 43% of Latino men. Okay, let's see. No one could have withstood what Trump went through. Nobody could. And now they have to figure out how to withdraw their lawfare cases and how to stop this whole fascist stuff that they had going, because they brainwashed everybody to believe that he's going to be a fascist. And I'm going to show you in a minute how the libs are melting down because of it. Good, Mickey. Good. Good. I'm glad you cooked for mom. 45 and now 47, making America great again. Indeed, Kim. Indeed. I think he took 20% of the black vote. Yeah, he did. He had outrageous numbers in the Bronx. I think he had something like
it was that rally.
20%. Yeah,
It was
20%.
the rally.
He got 43. Oh yeah, he did. That's right, Colleen. I remember that now. He did get 43% of New York in 2020. So isn't that interesting? Yeah, I want them to dig into the 2020 election so much. Yeah, she paid Oprah. She paid all of them. She gave $1 million to build that set where Oprah Winfrey interviewed her, and it was a bad interview. Oprah said she didn't get her million. Yeah, well, she said she didn't get paid, which she didn't. It was her corporation, and it was for set to manufacture her set. Trump offered to pay the $20 million Kamala campaign owes to have unity. Yeah, he did. He absolutely, and he said, let's figure it out. Let's pay, but more because he said the vendors were being stiffed. And he wanted to make sure that the vendors got paid because those are small business owners, so makes sense. Trump is putting Jen in charge of MAGA hat defense. Saying she didn't get paid. Yeah, okay. She paid $500,000 to Al Sharpton. Yeah, street money. Eminem 1.8 million, Beyonce 4 million. And it didn't matter, right? Because nobody believes or trusts celebrities.
We can find out when we look at the FEC. Oh my God,
filing FEC. You got it.
Yeah, the FEC filings. Yeah. That'll be a fun one. The last filings.
Oh, you love doing that stuff.
Oh, that's my favorite thing. I lost weeks of my life doing it.
Yeah, if you have a minute. Well, apparently they did already, and they saw that they paid their corporations this money. So it's very interesting. Hello, Kevin Jones. Oh, thank you. No quarter asked, none given. Okay. America is awake. The map shows it. Yeah. And, shame on them for underestimating what America will do. But here's what a Dem strategist had to say about why they lost.
Our truths to my friends in the Democratic Party. This is not Joe Biden's fault. It's not Kamala Harris's fault. It's not Barack Obama's fault. It is the fault of the Democratic Party in not knowing how to communicate effectively to voters. We are not the party of common sense, which is what the message that voters sent to us. For a number of reasons, we don't know how to speak to voters. When we address Latino, and language has meaning. When we address Latino voters as Latinx, for instance, because that's the politically correct thing to do. It makes them think that we don't even live on the same planet as they do.
But why do you have to address anybody by anything? Everyone's human being. I don't understand it.
Well, they thought that they could embrace minorities by talking about the color of their skin. And I think we've said it on the show a million times. The only color anybody cares about is green. It's the only color anybody cares about. And James Carville always said it. It's the economy, stupid. So listen to Trump. Promises made, promises kept. First term, and also now he's already got Tom Hammond as Border Security Chief, and so I just wanted to place a little compilation of this guy to remind everybody who he is.
Respect the chair's authority.
I respect the chair's authority, but the chair,
Mr. Holman,
you work for me. I'm a taxpayer. You work for me.
So the recommendation of the many that you recommended family separation.
I recommended zero tolerance.
Which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father from his
Holman,
family.
with all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum, you go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The Attorney General of the United States has made that clear.
Another message to the criminal cartels in Mexico.
You smuggle enough fentanyl across this country to kill 148,000 young Americans. You have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined. And that's when President Trump gets back in office. He's going to designate you a terrorist organization, and he's going to wipe you off the face of the earth. You're done. You're done. Why would you release 5 or 6 female children to one male sponsor? Why would you do that? So God help these children. God help these children. I love kids. And this administration, I don't want to hear another word about you being humane. You're putting children at risk. Record number of Americans are dying. Record numbers of migrants are dying. There's one guy who can fix this shit, and it's Donald Trump.
They need to add that to Pornhub.
He's fantastic. And he is back as the head of border security. And already our border patrol agents, their morale is through the roof. And you know what? I mean, the people voted for this. Donald Trump said that he believed that border security was more important to people than the economy. And I think he's right. Right.
Because border security causes a bad economy because stores go out of business. They're stealing. Listen, and I'm not blaming all of them, but when you come here to another country and you shouldn't with zero money, but when you do and you have absolutely nothing and you can't get working papers and you can't find a job, what are you going to do? You're going to steal to support your family. They're committing heinous crimes. They're making stores go out of business. The insurance companies are paying out to these companies that close their doors, so now they're losing money. So price gouging has become a thing. So everything's going up. There's no housing. Rent is at a high because no one could get a home.
Because the government is paying ridiculous prices to house migrants.
Now they're getting money, so they can go get apartments too. So they're taking them away from us. Now you're taking away food stamps. You're taking away Medicare from the people that need
it.
Social Security, it's getting cut. So that's causing the inflation. It's causing the economy to crumble. So if you just sealed that door shut and put a bolt on it, it would go right back to normal.
And you come in legally. And that's what Donald Trump said.
Well,
Everybody's going home. And if you want to come in legally, you can come in legally. I personally think if you came over illegally, that should stop you from ever being able to seek asylum legally because you came here and you broke the law
coming here illegally because he opened up the borders and he allowed you to come here. Now,
well, that's true. You're absolutely
so then nothing is illegal about it.
Right.
They're legally here. What he said, what's his name? Holman. They're going to focus on the criminals to get them. So listen, first off, again, what he said, if you commit a crime and you have a kid, you're going back. He's just not going to leave your kid here. What are you going to do? Where's the kid going? In foster care?
He said, are you going to separate, families? And he's like, no, we'll deport the whole family.
Yes, exactly. And that's what you should do. And, it's going to cost billions of dollars. No, it's not.
Well, even if it does.
I mean, it's a plane ride home.
Yeah.
It's a plane ride home. But if they stay here, it's a lifetime of us paying into their system.
Well, you're talking about 11 million illegal migrants, and they're making it like, everybody's pearl clutching that we're going to deport that many people. But, excuse me, Bill Clinton deported 11 million migrants when he was president, and he did it, and he spent our money doing it because it was necessary, and he did it, and nobody is saying shit about it. So, just think about that. The last 3.5 years had to happen for this win to the degree of this landslide. Not only that, but you know what? If he was reelected the last time, he probably wouldn't have had, he would have still had Nancy Pelosi and all them to fight with. And they stopped him at every turn. So, God has his plan. I say that all the time.
Well, he needed a second chance to actually do his job because, he did it the first time, but he had obstacles all day long.
That's right. That's right. It's time for our education system to go back to teaching applicable skills. Well, he wants to get rid of the Federal Department of Education, U.S. Department of Education, which, by the way, I don't know if everybody knows this, but it was created under Jimmy Carter in 1979. So it's not that old. And guess what? When he created it, we were something like 11th in the world in education. And then now I think it's 34th.
Figure out the circles with the dots.
What's that?
No one could figure out the circles with the dots. I used to be on the math team. I don't know what the hell.
Hi, Leah. How are you? Thanks for joining us tonight. The color of our skin in 2024 is red, white, and blue. Bingo! 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 Okay. They were blaming people who voted against them as racist and misogynist. Meanwhile, ask them if they would vote for a Hispanic or Black presidential candidate. When they say no, ask them if they are racist. Listen, I asked if when we run Tulsi Gabbard or when we run Sarah Huckabee Sanders, if they would be voting for her, any of those women. And all the libs said the same thing. No, they don't represent my politics. Well, Kamala Harris didn't represent the morals and the desires of the majority of American people. Period. That's the way it is. I can't wait till he begins. He's begun already, Maria. He apparently he called Hochul. Can we hear you? Speak, Jen. Nope. Now we lose Rubio and Stefanik, right? I hope we get good replacements. Yes. Well, you know what? Rubio is going to be the first, the highest ranking Hispanic American in the United States. So you know what? I think that we're not. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Yeah, you turned off something. Yeah, me too. ICE baby, US. Okay. Yes, ICE. Right. Exactly. I know I'm behind, right? I'm behind on all the comments. Mexican cartels are terrorists. Time to declare that. Love him. Yeah, we all love Homan. I keep thinking I'm dreaming this is a complete miracle. Yeah, it is. Borders affect everything. Okay, who's taking my chat away? Six Semper Tyrannis. I don't know. We got your chat here. I'm just behind, Kevin. If I'm not welcome here, I'll leave. No quarter asked, none given. No, we are very welcome here. My mom had to pay over $600 to renew her green card. Go get her photo and fingerprints done. And meanwhile, all these people are getting things for free. And I think that that's why legal migrants, we lost her completely, voted against Kamala Harris because they wanted that border closed. I will rent a bus and Letitia can drive them back to the border. No, thanks. We got Homan. They don't need me. I'm old. I can't chase anybody. They've been robbing Social Security to pay the illegals. Well, we showed that 2 weeks ago on the show. And he's right. If you get arrested as a citizen and go to jail, you get separated from your kids. You do. We should have merit-based immigration. I agree. They should show whether or not you have a job and a sponsor, just like back in the day. That's how it always was. Having to teach kids in multiple languages diminishes quality. We shouldn't be doing that. We should be teaching everything in English and ESL classes to have people from other countries learn our language. English should be the language of America, period. Ben Carson is being considered to be Secretary of HHS. Oh, that would be good. I would like Ben Carson to be back. Are you here? Can we
see
hear
me?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, but here's what one
To be rude. I just do you see me? I'm here.
we see you, and now we hear. Can you hear me now? We hear you. Here's what one lib is worried about if the deportations occur. This is not the right good stuff gal's opinion. This is this lib's opinion. Watch and tell me what you think.
So your lawn maintenance is about to skyrocket because 90% of workers in the lawn maintenance industry, they come from Mexico. And whether they're here legally or not, Stephen Miller, who Trump's going to put in charge of his mass deportation project, is going to deport them. They're also going to deport people who are naturalized citizens. These are jobs that Americans will not do, okay? American families are not letting their young adults work in the lawn maintenance industry. These companies may be owned by Americans, but their employees are from Mexico. So not only will it be harder to find a company, the prices are going to double and triple. And this is going to affect a lot of other industries. It's going to affect our food supply and the housing industry because I don't know if you know this, but there's not a lot of Americans lining up to haul cement in and out of buildings. So good luck.
I don't know about you, but it's going to fail because I'm not buying a house with a bad lawn. So
I can't. I mean,
everybody, and first of whatever Mexican, Puerto Rican, Italian, I've seen them all as landscapers. That's what they are. Most of them own their business because they're citizens.
talk about elitist liberal.
Racist.
Okay, I've been
Racist.
saying it. They are racist. They are racist. Now,
Racist.
these are the most highly educated people in America because Kamala won. That was her biggest percentage of vote, came from the overeducated, right? So here we go. There, she's worried about her lawn. She's worried about
Somebody should
her
go
lawn.
shit on her lawn.
Sounds like she comes from a middle class family, indeed. We eat cement when our iron is messy. Hello, Professor. How are you? I live in Kansas City, Missouri, and can't wait for them to come and get the illegals next door to me. Hurry up. No quarter asked, none given. Kevin, explain that no quarter asked, none given. I mean, I know what it means. If you don't request it, you're not going to get it. But why? What is it from? Because I'm not familiar with it. Maybe others are. Somebody explain it to me. I like to be educated, especially on this show. She has no idea how racist that comment is. Like that's all the Hispanics do is mow grass. Exactly. Somebody said the other day that an elitist that the one reason we can't have mass deportation is it will destroy our economy because all of the people who are here illegally, all the illegal migrants are doing the hard work, so it will destroy the economy. As I recall, in the late 1800s, and even before, that was the reason the Democrats of the South gave for not freeing the slaves.
Yeah.
It would destroy the economy. Are we kidding? Are we kidding? Let's just use these migrants, pay them shit, and let them break their backs because we Americans and our kids cannot do that kind of physical labor. How racist can we be? Okay. And they want to call the Republicans racist.
And I'm going to go on the flip side of that.
Okay.
So now you have a bunch of illegal migrants, wherever they're from, doing all of that work. So then it doesn't leave, and they're underpaid. So now the American citizens can't do it because it's not minimum wage, and they're going to hire them. So why? Like, it's a lose-lose situation.
It's a lose-lose situation. Okay, no mercy. Thank you, Kevin. I just wanted to understand where that came from. It was like a ship stuff, right? Like, don't give up the ship or something like that. I'm just interested. Indoctrinated, not educated. Exactly. The whole thing is we've undermined ourselves. We've all gone on this track that everybody has to be college educated, and then we don't make anything anymore. So now we've made ourselves dependent on other cultures and countries where they have no human rights. And then we want to say that we're enlightened and that we're the better people. They call it emerging markets in the stock market, right? When you invest in a company like in India where you're all starving and they're working for pennies, or in China, we're supposed to invest in emerging markets so their economy is better. But when the emerging market is under a dictatorship or an authoritarian or a totalitarian government, where the workers don't have human rights, then we should not be investing there. So I think Donald Trump is absolutely right. Tariffs on everything. And if your country doesn't have human rights, if your workers aren't being paid a living wage and they don't have human rights, we should not be importing it, period. Let's put our money where our mouth is, you liberal elite assholes. Unbelievable.
Well, tariffs would only make the economy better as well for our workforce.
Yep.
Because if you're charging China the tariffs, then it's going to be forced to be made in America, which is going to create jobs. And then also Howard just said something about the $20 an hour, and he's wrong.
Yep.
He's wrong. You didn't read it, but
what is destroying the economy is raising minimum wage to $20 an hour. That's an entry-level job. It's not meant to be a living wage. He's right.
Wait, raising it, but what do you mean? Because the way you said
mandating, it's being mandated in California.
You meant it's too high because
the government is setting the amount, what the amount is for minimum wage. So that means that companies now have to pass that cost on to the customer, and then the price goes up. So at entry level jobs, McDonald's and Burger King and things like that, those are entry level jobs. They're not supposed to be, healthcare, $40,000 a
get
year.
it. But now if you go backwards and you look at the 1950s, to buy a house, it cost 20 something thousand. It went up, I think 100 and something percent. Then you look at food, what it costs, and that went up a few 100%. You look at the difference between the minimum wage then and now, it didn't go up much, but everything else went up hundreds of percent. So housing went up from the 50s, food, the cost of living went up in the hundreds, the percentage.
Well, minimum wage in the 50s was like $3.50 an hour.
Okay, but I have to find the chart. If you look, it's astronomical with how pay has increased compared to the percentage of how housing has increased and how the cost of living.
And you want to know why? Because it was artificially inflated by the government. When they started building projects all over the place and low-income housing and subsidizing housing, what they did was they created, because people didn't want to take people who were on welfare or low income or whatever into their place because they didn't think that they would get their money. What happened is that the government would come in with, buku cash. And let's just say that the going rate for an apartment in a neighborhood was $800. Well, if I had a private house and, I had some apartments, I was going to go with somebody who had a background check and had a job and all that. And that's who I would rent to. But the government came in and said, no, rent to the people that I have, low income, not working, Social Security, disability, welfare, whatever, and we'll give you $1,200 a month, and it's guaranteed by the government. So now $1,200 a month became the basis for the rent in that area.
I know
now
why it happened.
The working people couldn't afford it.
I know why it happened, but when you look at the increases of housing and food and gas, and then you look at the slight increase in salary, how do you live?
Well, but the economy can't work if salaries don't keep pace with cost of living.
I think it has,
and that's why we almost had a collapse.
I think it has a lot to do with importing, and if we didn't import as much, it would be in the base of America.
I
and
agree.
Be a lot different, and that's what I was saying.
But the problem with importing goods, right, is that it's made cheaper because there are no human rights and no fair wages in these other countries, which we just talked about, like China and things like that. So now you can't make it in America for the same price. So the cost is going to go up. So the problem with Americans is we want stuff and we want it cheap. So it's going to be a bumpy ride. But if we all bought American, the one thing that we have to remember is that if you want that $10 t-shirt, chances are an 8-year-old was making that t-shirt.
Well, I think also it has to do with the taxes. I mean, corporate tax.
Well, 100% that.
Why? Nobody wants to do anything here because of the corporate tax.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Which is
to
get paid personally or steal or find loopholes. And then again, the government's losing and they're importing overseas.
Well, they're talking about removing the income tax totally. Trump's actually talking about going to a different way of doing
now
things.
we fix things.
Yeah, I mean, right now, the corporate tax for most middle class, the tax for most middle class Americans is about 40 some odd percent. So Colleen, tell me if I'm wrong on that, or anybody out there that is a tax preparer. But if you earn like $100,000 or more, $120,000 or more in your household, it's a lot. It's a lot of money. So if they get rid of the income tax like like we had before, could you imagine what our economy would look like? And instead, I've been saying it forever, a consumption tax. Because if you're rich and you buy a boat and you have a tax on it, it's going to be a lot of money, right? But if you're poor and you buy only little things, you're not going to pay a lot in taxes. So how about a consumption tax? And that's the most fair tax that we could have, in my opinion. Peace Corps, the movie spell corrector. I love him. It's like doing the jumble in my head when the professor writes stuff. I have no idea what he's talking about. John Deere shipped their work to Mexico, and the workers there are being paid $4.50 an hour. There you go.
Well, in Mexico, it's a lot cheaper to live as well, though. Again, well, I lived in Mexico and we had we paid, I think it was $5 an hour. It was nothing to
Yeah,
build, but their cost of living was nothing.
Yeah, and human rights are non-existent.
No,
But
I
I mean, do you want to buy? Do you want to
not-
buy products from companies that don't support America? That's what it comes down to. And the answer for me is no.
and
I
you're not
don't.
forced to because you don't really need that stuff.
Well,
You
a
need
farmer
gas.
needs a John Deere tractor. Absolutely, they need a tractor. Yeah,
You need tractors here.
no, they don't. John Deere was the #1 American tractor company. That's what she's saying. They shipped everything to Mexico to make the cars because we don't have the workforce here. Because we're sending our kids to college and nobody wants to work on an assembly line making cars.
And again, I'm going to go backwards and say you're right because Americans are hiring migrant or illegal immigrants
Undocumented.
to work for
Mhm.
nothing. So they wouldn't hire us anyway.
No, that's not true. I mean, it's look, it's going
They
to
did
take
it with so many multi-million-dollar companies. I'm trying to think of the names of them. One was a cookie company where they were caught. All of their workers in the warehouses and the assembly
yes.
were
And
all
McDonald's too. They call-
undocumented migrants.
Absolutely. And those are franchises. And so those franchises, these things happen. Look, if you're just think about it. You come over illegally and you're in New York and New York gives you welfare food stamps, a $50,000, $10,000 a month, debit card for your food or whatever else. And now you go to work and you say to the boss, look, I work for $10 an hour. Now you're getting supported by the government and you're working off the books. And the company says, look, I can't afford because everything is everything's so expensive. I can't afford to run my company anymore. So the Biden, the Bidenomics was killing them. So they started hiring illegals. That's how you union bust. That's how the unions go under. That's what happens. So you were right when at the top of the show when you said that the border is the #1 issue because it affects the economy.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah,
It's
if you have to be
it's a big
vetted to get
circle.
here and you are demanded to become a citizen within, like, say, 2 years, you will have the same paying job as everyone else, and this won't happen.
Yeah. It should be programs for education for the poor to help them get better paying jobs. There used to be, Howard Zinn, workfare. George Pataki put it in place, workfare. In other words, you had to work in order to get welfare. And then the unions went crazy because they said that it was wrong because they needed to be union members. But he did it. He did it. And that's what straightened out New York. In the 70s, when I started working, minimum wage was $1.90, then went to $2.10. I remember that. I think my first job, it was $2.60.
Mine was $5.50.
Yeah. And I think my father, when we moved to Florida, he was making minimum wage on construction. And I think it was $2.40. And that was in the 70s. So yeah, I remember that, Kevin. Whenever the government subsidizes anything, costs skyrocket. Housing, education, absolutely. The government it needs to get out of this whole
business. Yeah.
Yep. Depends on state. In New York, I paid 33% and North Carolina 25%. Okay, yeah, okay, with the taxes. I know I'm behind. I agree, Letitia, flat sales taxes or consumption taxes. Yeah, I think that's where we got to go. And I think he'll do it. He's so radical. These 4 years, he's going to do the things that he knows is going to make sense fast so that we feel the impact because he's only got 4 years.
He did it to himself. He did it to his own businesses.
Yeah.
He knows what works. He was bankrupt to, he didn't fail ever.
Yep. Pete Hegseth, Department of Defense, just put in. No, really? Oh my God, I love him. I love it. He's the Fox newscaster, the blonde. He was he was a Marine, right, Pete? Oh, that's fantastic. Trump will also allow corporations to repatriate money overseas back to the U.S. at a lower tax rates. Yes, it's something he started doing, in his first term. So we're going to see it again. Secretary of Defense, that's fantastic. Undocumented migrants equals illegals, 100%.
No, they don't because he let them in undocumented.
Go ahead. Jen has a point, Kevin. See, we know they're illegal, but Biden made them legal. Right?
Yeah, the borders were. He said, "Come, and you can get. You do not need papers. You do nothing. Just come." He said, "Come." That's exactly what he said. Come.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. That's right. And he let them in. So the only ones who didn't go through the gate or the CPB1 app or whatever, those are the illegals, and those seem to be the criminals. But, they couldn't do the background checks anyway because the other countries weren't cooperating.
It was like Castro when he let them all out. No one's answering them.
My first minimum wage was 50 cents mowing grandma's lawn. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He already knows how it works, so no learning curve this time. Yeah, it's going to be miraculous. Trump is setting us up for the next 12 years, not just 4. Absolutely, Debbie. We're going to have the government the founding fathers envisioned. He doesn't have that authority. You know what? Absolutely, Kevin. We are going to have the government our founding fathers envisioned. That's a great comment. And you gave me chills. I literally just got chills. I love it. I love it. Florence Martine, how are you, Florence? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Is that
Mike's mom?
I met her. She
did. Are you gonna miss Jen when she leaves to be the security of MAGA hats? Listen, my daughter will always keep in touch with me, no matter how big she gets, no matter how big a star she. What were you just in? Tell everybody what you were just in. Are you allowed to tell?
Gilmore 2.
What?
Happy Gilmore 2.
Happy Gilmore 2. Aren't these specific grounds for seeking asylum, religious or political persecution? Yes, they are. And they were coming here for economic reasons. But Joe Biden changed all the EOs. So who knows? Okay, I know I have a bunch of meltdowns that I want to show you. Let me see. Okay, we're going to go. All right, here, this guy's leaving America and he is going to, guess where he's going? He wants to leave America. Guess where he's going?
I would go to Venezuela because they're all gone. So
okay. Yep, no, none of you will guess. He's leaving America and he's going to watch.
Okay, so since Trump won the election, we're cooked. Yup. I'm gonna be leaving the US and I'm gonna be moving to Hawaii. So we'll see how it goes.
Yes, we can.
Remember, the highly educated voted for Kamala.
That was a joke.
That was not a joke, my friend. Not a joke. Thank you, United States Department of Education. Yeah. Okay. All right. And this girl, here's her protest to Trump. What?
Here we go. Here we go. We're cutting it off because you. That's why. You think I'm crazy? Me too. Crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy. So crazy. You know what? It's been a day. It's been a year. It's been 9 years, 8 years, whatever it may be. Around this time, 8 years ago, it's one of the worst times of my life. That's when my life fell apart. Not because of this. Don't get too excited. Just talking about regular life stuff I talk about on here. But trust me, I understand. I've heard the message loud and clear. We all have. Now, women are going to have to just refuse to participate. Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. If you are a man, I will not be talking to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement from here on out. Care, I don't care. Better scissors.
And this woman did the same. This woman also dramatically cut and shaved her head. Head shaving is part of the 4B movement, which protests the Trump election by creating a world without men.
Well, now, Britney Spears, you won't have to be worried about your abortion because no one's going near you.
Yes, indeed. Yes. The men will be happy about it, so don't worry. Yes, I want to hear from the men. All the women cutting off sex with men don't get any sex from men anyway. I love the 4B movement. First policy of theirs I agree with. No liberals reproducing. Isn't that great? Oh, I love it. On behalf of all men, I say thank you. All right. This is, I just don't get where they're coming from, these women, but there's more. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Now this is an interesting, well, watch.
Hey there, girlies. Well, so from here on out, we don't touch DL conservative men ever. Or any conservative. Or we don't care if they're DL or not, actually. Unless it's necessary, like really necessary, fine. Other than that, no more. None. Zero. And if you've been doing that anyways, ew, come on, you know, you're better than that. You're all better than that. All right. Have a good day.
That's a boy. And anyway, if you take this, you're going to get taxed more. So
Unless it's necessary. I mean, very necessary. There are caveats now. We're not touching you unless you pay us. Oh my God. Yes.
Tax brackets.
Promoting prostitution. Yes, yes, absolutely. It's a dude. And that I can't even. Can they define a man? I don't know. Makes them very easy to spit now. The skinhead O'Connor was dead. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Her name is Lola. She was a showgirl. Well, there will be less abortions used as contraceptions. Indeed. Let's see. I have another one here. Oh, this one is interesting. Oh, let me get rid of the comment because I want you to be able to see this one.
If you're a conservative woman, here's how I'm going to fix your life, okay? So you just got married to your husband. Your husband is blatant, just redneck garbage. You like him, though. For some reason, something there is clicking. I'm going to seduce your husband. I'm going to look him in the eye, and I'm going to explain to him that nobody has ever made me feel the way he has. And I'm younger than you, conservative woman that married him. And I'm going to start, explaining that I'm just so fun, and I like doing fun shit. Because you're probably married and you can't do fun shit. And then once I do that, and I implement your fucking marriage arc, he's going to cause some irrational feelings, which is going to establish itself in your marriage problems. And then you're going to be like, why am I doing this shit for a man? This is where we get ya. Get ya. Because then you're like, why am I supporting a guy that isn't doing anything for me? There you go.
No, he's just going to take her hunting. That's what's going to happen. Just take her hunting. That's going to be their friendship. Like, oh, it's a chick to hunt. Or is it a chick? I don't know.
I think that one was a chick who wanted to look like a man. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Okay, we did that one. Wrong Lola, the kink Lola. Oh, the kink. Okay, got it. I can't remember that. Yeah, Harvard graduate. Absolutely. Next thing, they'll be waiting to have sex before marriage and crazy shit like lower food prices.
And cooking dinner for their families and having family time and paying attention to their kids.
What is this world coming
locked up upstairs in case something happens.
Mickey, that's the weird eyes is because they're all on Adderall. You know, their parents put them on Adderall at two because they move too much. I can't. All right, let's see. Oh, this one. This is good. Okay.
All right. 4B movement starting. You know what we're going to do? We're not going to dye our hair anymore. We're not going to do makeup. We're not going to use filters. We're not going to go get the skin stuff. We're not going to dress up and look nice. Why? So that they can come and act like they own us because we look like this? Absolutely not. No, y'all. The 4B movement means, we going to be cozy, comfy in our own skin. And everyone over here is like, yeah, get strapped, get ready, get prepared. But you know what? It's fine. Let's go. Bring it on. You want to fight? I'm ready to fight. Dueling, let's do this, okay? But at the same time, I'm sorry. You do not have control over my reproductive rights. You do not have control over my body. You do not have control over what I do with my body. Because when you try something, just watch what happens. This is being used without a filter. I usually do a filter, but you know what? I'm done using filters. Take it or
She just discovered the evolution of the bull dyke. That's exactly how they came into play. You didn't invent that, honey. They exist. They've been here forever. They wear Birkenstocks, men's underwear, mullets. Not new.
One of Trump's biggest supporters was a TikToker named Melissa. I forget her last name.
I'm friends with her on Instagram.
Oh, me too. Oh, I love her. Her and her wife. And they're now all the libs are threatening to hurt her. Yeah. And the wife didn't vote for Trump. The wife is a liberal. And she came out like swinging. Oh, I just love them. They're saying don't spend. Oh, I got that one. Don't spend Thanksgiving with the family. I'll show you that one in a sec. Thanks. We should have voted for this a long time ago. We really should have. Oh, I can't even. They are like the Ellen James Society from the Robin Williams movie, The World According to Garp. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Why do they keep putting numbers to everything? Like the 4B, 25.
That was started in Korea. In a really male-dominated country for women's rights. So it's interesting. All right, Thanksgiving. Oh, well, no, I got to show you this one first. All right, this one is not going to swipe right anymore. She's going to screw with your, what's the
let's watch it.
All right.
I've decided that my personal revenge for this 2024 election fiasco is to be a menace to men on dating apps. I'm going to re-download probably just Tinder and Hinge and match up every single man. Say I'm down for hookups. Give them a Google Voice number. Talk with them. Say, yeah, I'll come over. Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm 5 minutes out. What do you mean? I'm here. Don't you see me? Guess what? I won't be there, and I'm gonna ruin your plans. Anytime you make plans with me, I will lie to you, stand you up, ghost you. I'm just going to be a menace. Because why not? Men don't like women. I'm going to start actively practicing misandry. And that's my personal goal for 2024.
Isn't that called doing someone a favor?
They really like men.
Their lives. Their future, their sanity, allowing their to get home.
Ben, are you grateful? Don't you think that they like you by doing this? I can't wait to see all the skinheads. Oh my gosh, that's a good question.
You know what's all going to be on Tinder? It's going to be all of those things talking to each other.
I can't. Oh, let's see. Keep waiting at a yeah. Oh, I can't. And they all have nose rings. I know. John Guzzo. Why are they blaming all men for Kamala losing? Did she have 65 million women vote for her? No.
Whoever swiped right on that girl was severely drunk or hot. And when they sobered up, they're like, thank God. Thank God. Thank God she didn't show up. Can you imagine waking up to one of those?
No. Even if I was a lesbian, no.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I never got it either. My lesbian friends all have hot wives and girlfriends.
Oh my God.
Why do you want to date that?
Oh, I can't. Oh, I got some more. Hold on. All right, so here, this woman's not going to Thanksgiving.
Well, it's happening. The family wants to know what I'm doing for the holidays. I'm going to be here with my dogs and my daughter, who is of childbearing age and now has to get an IUD at 17 years old. And I'm going to be here with my son, who is a political target. And that should really tell you all you need to know about why I'm not going to be hanging out with y'all for the holidays. So fuck off. Choke on your turkey. Bye.
Dear God, I'd rather give my daughter contraception I'd rather give her an abortion to kill her kid over a contraception.
She now has to get an IUD because she's of childbearing age. Yeah. Yeah. That is a smart move. That's what good mothers do with their daughters if you're going to be active.
You don't drive her to the clinic. You just take her to the doctor and get that IUD.
Take her to the gyno and teach her about birth control.
So there's no AIDS. Because
a condom.
What
happened to the condom? Are you kidding me? I don't understand.
It doesn't feel right to them, just like work doesn't feel right. Or being a human. None of it feels right. It doesn't feel good. But when you have herpes everywhere, that'll feel great. Gonorrhea.
Oh, Coyote Fugly, gnaw off your own arm to get out of bed. Oh, someone had sex. Oh, yeah, I know. It's crazy. Oh, I can't. Yeah, it's beyond. Abortion rights all about the splash. Yeah, more abortions were performed since Roe was overturned than before. Take her to a Diddy party. No, she can't. She won't make the weight limit. I'm seeing so many people calling fetuses parasites. It's okay. Wait, hold on. We got all right. This one. Oh, this is good. Yeah, this is. I know you all are going to be merciless on. Be nice.
So last night, I told my mom and dad that because they voted for someone who wants me dead, that they no longer have the privilege of having their daughter and their granddaughters in their life. And I told them, never contact me again. I'm never calling you. I want nothing to do with you. And take me out of the will. I have a younger brother who is also a MAGA. I said, when you guys pass away, give him the entire house. I don't want to inherit your house. I don't want anything from you. I don't want to hear from you ever again. Because I'm no longer safe being in a relationship with you. Because I'm queer. I'm autistic. I'm like half disabled. I have Lyme disease and POTS and a bunch of other shit. And I'm bisexual. I have 2 daughters. And my husband's also bisexual. It's like, I'm no longer safe with people like you. You'd be the first ones to turn me into the Schnazis if shit went down here. So I just, to anyone in the comments that's going to say, oh my God, that's so terrible. The left is so hateful. You guys shouldn't be cutting off your family. You know what? I'm not going to fucking go to Thanksgiving dinner with my family and look them in the eye and just play nice anymore. Like, I'm done doing this. I have been gaslit and neglected and verbally abused by my family for being different my entire life. And I've cut off all my aunts and uncles, anyone who voted for Trump, anyone who's a Christian in my family, I know they voted for Trump. So I have like 3 people in between I have 2 people on my mom's side and 1 person on my dad's side left, and they're cousins. Cause yeah. And I have my husband, I have my 2 daughters, and that's all I need. I'm not going to be gaslit, and I'm not going to be gaslit anymore. I'm done living this life. So, good riddance. Bye.
Dear God, as we cut this turkey today, I'm grateful for not having my liberal Karen daughter show up to dinner with your ungrateful children. Her husband that impregnated her. We don't know why he did.
Because they're both bisexual.
They keep asking us put the litter box out this year so they can go to the bathroom. That we are grateful. Someone pass the cranberry sauce.
She got everything. She got the quinfection.
Thanksgiving
She had it all.
She's staying home.
Oh my God. Most educated people in America, ladies and gentlemen. Most educated people in America.
We have. Even say it.
She's doing them a favor. Oh my God. Oh, oh bye, Kevin. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be great is her daughters grow up to be Republican?
It'd be like the movie Carrie all over again.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't. I know we're late, but wait, I have more. Hold on a second. Wait. Okay. I have a couple more. All right. All right. This one. All right. This is good.
I am experiencing this unfamiliar feeling And I wondered if anyone else has been feeling this way. So I'm at the dog park and I feel so mistrustful. Like, I don't know who's on my side and who's on the other side. I mean, I know we're gonna start wearing the blue bracelets and I think that will help. But like, does anyone else feel that? I just have this fundamental mistrust. Like, I'm just looking at everyone going, are you part of why this happened? Are you a safe person? Like, I can only imagine how the marginalized communities are feeling right now. And I also don't want people to be looking at me thinking, oh, white woman, she definitely voted for him. Like, it's a very unsettling feeling. Is anyone else experiencing that?
It's called schizophrenia. And you have it. I'm sorry. But that's what it is.
They want to know now how we can identify them. We should be putting stamps on their head. Idiot. I can't. Oh, I can't. How many times did she practice? I can't even. I don't know. Well, she's autistic, so maybe a couple. Maybe.
She's not autistic. Maybe on the spectrum.
She said she was autistic.
Lying.
Of course, she was lying about everything.
Just a moron.
As Kevin
That's
rightfully
autistic
said,
people. Do not. We have cousins that are autistic. We have plenty of people we know, and that's not nice. What she said.
No.
Not you. Her.
But,
I said, don't
yes,
say that.
absolutely. But as Kevin rightly said, this is the only time they get attention. So that's why she's doing it. Yeah, she's making Thanksgiving great again. Was saying bye to her ass. Oh, okay.
Where's Cuomo when we need him?
So, I mean, a lot of people are going to be sending Kamala Harris thank you notes because their ungrateful asshole family members are coming to Thanksgiving.
Listen, I've gotten blocked and defriended by people that I know that I'm close with. We don't fight over politics. They literally blocked me, and I've gone through loops of me. But I've never did that before.
Nobody. And listen, nobody that we know would do such a thing. But, you know, they're all mentally defective. All of them highly educated. Highly educated. I think that we should all send Kamala Harris thank you notes. I really do. I really, and the media, I think we should do it. Okay, wait, I just skipped over. Musk and Vivek to head Department of Government Efficiency. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Why are they always so ugly? Just stupid do that. I can't answer. I can't. I don't know. Are you in? Yeah, I can't. These people are sociopaths. They are what they say we are. Yeah, of course they are. Oh my God, they're all nuts. Yeah, and we're getting to see it because marginalized people only vote for Democrats. There were plenty of marginalized people that voted for Trump. Plenty. Of every single trans. I mean, we had the guy in Pennsylvania, the gay guy. I mean, oh my gosh, we have Melissa. I mean, and those are just the people that became famous voting for, supporting him. Obviously, there's so many. This is what I don't understand. A family member of ours was voting for Kamala, not because they believed in Kamala, but because her daughter is gay. And I just wondered, doesn't her daughter shop? Does she pay taxes? Does she buy gas? What does gay have to do with anything? I mean, when Donald Trump was president, did we have any anti-gay anything?
Talking about.
You're trying to think. Jen, are you wearing your bracelet?
I have my MAGA bracelet.
A mind is a terrible thing, to waste, and they're all being wasted. And these are the people the media has pandered to. They thought America was made of those people. They did. Well, that's because they surround themselves with those people.
Well, the media wants to take TikTok away and all that stuff, but yet they are TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. AOC now saying she's sick of fake like Kamala. Yep. Well, the people are sick of it. Oh, this is going to be Saturday Night Live did a skit Saturday where they talked about fascism and everything. And they were like crying. They were saying to Donald Trump, but we all voted for you. So don't get mad at us. Don't come after us. Yeah. Oh, it was great. It was great. Trump should open TDS mental centers for these clowns. Oh my God, that's
great. They'll be right next to the shoot-up centers.
Oh Oh, conservatives are the most marginalized of all. Yeah, that's the truth. Okay, well, speaking of clowns, here's one for you.
Just know it's Elon. I know it's Elon Musk. I know that barrel-chested bitch has something to do with all. He's behind it. I swear to God. I swear to God. Listen, I don't have logic. I don't have evidence. I don't have facts. I'm a very logical, evidence, fact-based person. I have a gut feeling. She's never wrong. She is never wrong. And I just know we don't need the votes. Okay. Okay. We have so many votes. Okay. I really feel like, listen, Elon's not the smartest cookie in the cookie jar. Duh. But he's got power, he's got influence, and I really don't feel like people truly understand how much influence he has. And his role in this election, I don't feel like is being looked into as much as it should be. The math isn't mathing. The math isn't... Listen, if really that many people voted, it wouldn't be surprising. The education system in this country is fucked, so I'm really not surprised. But, girl, we don't need to vote. Elon, that transphobe.
We can't figure out how many people voted because we're trying to figure out in a circle with a bunch of fucking dots. So we're all gonna be fucking stumped. Nobody knows. It could be 2, it could be 2 million, it could be 3 billion. No.
They're so brainwashed, indeed. The best part is they refuse to learn, so we're guaranteed at least 8 more years of sanity. You are so right. They're not getting it. Is that Pelosi? She drank too much. It doesn't look like Pelosi. Elon isn't the smartest cookie. These are the most intelligent people, the most overeducated people in America. He's
Here's the whole problem. Here's the problem. We have influential people like Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, brilliant people. They have Beyonce, Taylor Swift, like Cardi B.
That's not a problem. I'm fine with that.
We pick people that are genius, and you pick people like that
who could twerk. Oh, I can't. I'm so happy. I am so happy how this all worked. I need a Venn diagram so I can know who voted for who. Kamala's next job. This is like watching Alfred Hitchcock. Yeah, I got more. Wait, I know we're late, but I got more. Wait. Hold on.
To know that my family, the people who raised me, voted for a rapist. It's so invalidating. But I'm white. I should not be taking up space, because right now the people who have it much worse than I do are people who don't share the same skin color as me, which is so, why are we still judging people on that? Race is a fucking social construct that white people created to make themselves feel good about the dehumanization of other people. What the fuck?
Now that's good clown makeup. That is on point. The other one was a little bit extreme. The eyebrows good, the point. She took time, she learned. That's not easy clown makeup. That was good.
Oh, the bird. I love it. Who is this Kevin Jones? We like him. He's good. I love it. All right, hold on.
I'm so glad you guys got your cheap ass groceries and your cheap ass fucking gas, because you're fucking broke as shit. You're fucking broke. You're fucking broke. Broke. I said I'm fucking being serious. You're fucking broke.
What? Was she talking to the people of America? Like all
All the people that voted for Trump got cheap
not
groceries.
but everybody in an entirety, because that's
Yeah, right.
exactly what we are.
74 million.
All of us. Every single person on the face of this earth fucking broke. Yes, thank you, Biden.
Oh my God. I mean, either I can't. We're going to have 4 years of this. I think we're going to really change the name of the show. She's eating exorcist.
We're going to change it to you're fucking broke.
I can't, my stomach. I live in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm a 63-year-old white man and have no more fucks to give. All right, Kevin. Just so that you know, we love men on this show. We love men on this show. Oh my God, you guys are the best. I couldn't imagine having to live with a whole bunch of women all the time.
Especially those, whatever they are.
I mean, no logic, no, nothing would ever get done. I mean, I love strong women, but you gotta have men. You gotta have them. Did she drink her adrenochrome? What's adrenochrome? I don't know.
We're uneducated, Letitia. We're never gonna
I forget.
stop trying. We don't have I have 36 credits. I went nowhere in 12 years in college. We're never going to know.
Oh, Angela, good idea. Elon, please get a huge rocket ship ready to send these morons to Mars. That's perfect. They think that we're going to round them all up and put them in concentration camps.
I'd rather send them back than work.
Oh my God, they're election deniers. They are. No offense, lady, but I'm questioning your right to vote. I got to tell you something, me too, Kevin.
I don't know. He's saying ladies. I don't know if I feel like Kevin's a little bit mocking us since he got here. I don't know.
No. I think I said we love women, we love men, and he's saying, no offense, he's questioning whether women should vote because we know how stupid these freaking women are. I mean, listen.
I'm very gullible. I'm turning into a Karen. I'm sorry.
You live in New York. That's why they're getting in your brain. You got to put the tinfoil underneath your head. I keep telling you that.
I need it because I have ADHD and I have gonorrhea. And I can't.
Are they going to have peaceful riots like they did in President Trump's 2017?
Yeah, they're going to happen on January 32nd, and that's going to be
because math is racist.
Because no one's able to stay with the circles, and they're going to be like the 32nd, okay, and they're going to show up with their mullets and their Birkenstocks and their Suzukis and their whatever, it's Subarus.
When do you going to get there? I don't want to be on time. I mean, I can't be on time. I've got ADD.
We don't know how to tell time.
Kevin says he loves you. Go walk in the grass, Jen. Yeah, she does. She just did walk in the grass, kind of, sort of. I was very proud. She was down here and she really spent time with the family and she did stuff.
I'm sorry. Fix air conditioning units and
yeah, she did. She fixed the air conditioning unit. Little known fact about my beautiful, brilliant daughter is that she's an electrician. She could do anything. All right, here's the last one. Okay, this one's interesting. Why?
I found out today that somebody that I work with is a conservative, and he's somebody who's really intelligent, and he's somebody who works in climate tech. As a super smart guy, somebody I would never have thought was conservative, and apparently he is. And it's surprising, and it's disgusting. But what's most surprising to me is the level of sudden hatred that I have for him. Sudden hatred for this man who I used to respect. Suddenly just went boop, and I fucking hate him now. It's not about politics, it's about morals. And if you are not a person of morals and you are educated enough to fucking know better, I think I hate you. I know we still have to get through life with these people. Like, at the end of the day, I still work with this man, but I'm not gonna hate him. I'm sorry, I'm gonna fucking hate him now, and that's just how it is. And tolerant, take a hike, because when it comes down to morals and ethics and giving a fuck about other human beings, if you're smart enough to know better, you're educated enough to know better, you are exposed enough to other people in the world to fucking know better, and you're still okay with electing evil, I'm not okay with you.
Hey, Kevin, in air conditioning, you know, your climate check at PC Richards.
Morals.
He's an air conditioning salesperson. First off.
So let's understand her understanding of morals. Being able to kill babies, not having a strong family unit, not being Christian, not believing in God, using lawfare against your political opponents, lying repeatedly. What else can we throw in there? Letting accepting illegal people into your country illegally and falsifying things, cheating. What's morals? That's what Kamala and Biden stood for.
And
And
the
now,
air conditioning section at PC Richards. Yes.
Now we see that the FEMA worker accused of telling staff to skip hurricane-ravaged Trump homes claims it was common practice. This is not isolated. So for 4 years, our FEMA.
I actually believe her.
I do too. And I know it was true because why else would she put it in writing?
Well, she put it at number 2, not number 1. If it was hers thought, she put it at number 1.
Well, you're right about that. You're right about that. Oh my gosh. Are these people from Star Wars? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I always love tomboys. She's not a tomboy.
It's not as legal. They're all high. They're all medicated because you can order medication now on bringing whatever it's called.
Right, exactly.
And
Mark Cuban, by the way, does that mail order.
And your insurance isn't covered. Gee, I wonder why you have to pay cash.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're trying to get rid of doctors now.
Big chain stores to mom and pop stores because it's covered up. Because it's not legal to
Mhm.
self-medicate yourself.
That's right. Well, they're trying to get rid of doctors because the
But they're
insurance
not doctors. They're probably veterinarians. You see doctors on their end. I've looked into all of this. It is nuts. You can't.
It's just to push pharma. It's just to push pharmaceutical. That's all it is. This is great. I feel so unburdened by what could have been and what was. So definitely, it's not sudden. You're a hater. Morals, okay, baby kills. Yeah, you got it, Kevin. That's her morals. She created a new definition of morality. And yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
morals are just killing a baby because they're lazy. They don't want to raise one, but they don't want to put a condom on. So
Right.
their partner or whatever they sleep with.
Exactly. I mean, these are the most educated people in America. I just want to remind everybody once again, I am a proud high school dropout and then college dropout after I got my GED.
I was in college for 12 years with 36 credits and a $20,000 bill.
I'd rather be me. Haters gonna hate. Shake it off. Oh, I love it. Censorship. Yeah, I can't even. Why are you flipping me off, Jen?
No, because because I said Kevin in the air conditioning unit. It wasn't me.
It wasn't you, Kevin.
It was the other Kevin. It was the climate control Kevin, not you. Climate control with K's.
The educated Kevin, the one educated guy, one hyper educated guy in America.
The most about air conditioning and heat.
That voted for Trump. These people should be fed to Biden's cannibal. Although they will be tasteless. Oh, you gotta love Deb. You gotta love Deb. She's so goddamn
I
quick.
really hope you have the video of Biden falling in the dirt as your last video to leave the show.
I don't.
I sent it to you with him
You
tripping.
did? I didn't see it.
The first reel I sent you the other day of him just tripping and tripping and tripping and tripping.
No, I didn't. I did see this one. Did I show? I didn't show this one, I don't think. Did you see what he said today to a reporter? Hold on a second. Let's see where it is.
I have to go. It's 8:30.
Okay.
President Biden, do you think that you can get a hostage deal by the end of your term?
You think you can get hit in the head by a camera behind you? All right.
Did you hear what he said?
You're gonna get hit.
She said he was meeting with the president of Israel, and she said, "Can you do a hostage deal by the end of the term?" And he said, "Do you think you could get hit in the head with a camera behind you?" What?
I don't even flinch with what he says. It doesn't. He actually said it without slurring, so bravo.
Oh, yeah. All right, hold on a second. They're so brainwashed. The best part is they refuse to learn. Oh, okay. We did these already. Okay. Well, all right, you got to go. All right. Jen's got to go. So that means I got to go. We'll see you all next Tuesday. We're going to have a lot of material in the coming 4 years. So thank you all for sticking with us for these 4 years. Please share this show. Somebody, one person, just please go subscribe on YouTube. Thank you very much. Share it with other people. See you all next Tuesday.